Hello creative, welcome back again. So today, or in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create concept, for a logo, how to create a logo concept, or how I come about my logo creation. All right, now the first thing you need to do is to ask or send a client brief. I think I should have a client brief here. I should have a client brief here. Okay, so I have an example of a client brief here is opening. Now this is how my client brief looks like. So first of all, you need to, because first of all, first thing you need to understand is that you as a graphic designer, you are not a mind reader. You understand? So because of that, you need to ask questions. And even though after asking those questions, the client might still not appreciate what you've delivered. Although to you, you believe that you've given the client a befitting logo, professional logo based on your experience, but because design is quite a relative, and some of these clients, they have a concept in mind that they believe that you are supposed to peep into their mind and pick their concept out. You get? So now what you need to do is, first of all, the first stage is to create a client brief to extract some questions, and you can actually type it, maybe type as a chart or something, but it's more professional when you have something like this. You get? So apart from that, the next thing you do is to in a subtle way ask your client if he or she has a template or a sample. You're not asking because you want to copy. No, you just want to have an understanding of the mindset. No, sorry, the understanding of the what's it called, of the taste of the client. There's some client that they prefer complex logo, and while some complex prefer just minimally simple to the core. You get? But just create an atmosphere where the client would be would want to trust you. And to do that, into our advice that you send previously done job to the client. But if the client does not actually have a sample in mind, you could actually help the client by going online. Like you could just go on Pinterest. Let me type just type Pinterest. Just excuse me, just type Pinterest or Pinterest.com. Then just register there. Then from there, just type the logo you feel is best for the client. You get? But in this tutorial, I will take you through how I carve or create a concept for a I create a logo concept for a brand, and I start using the information extracted through the use of the client brief. So this is a client brief. Now just this is what it entails. What is the company's name, what the target audience. Now the reason why this is there, because sometimes your client may want to target majorly children, so your client does not expect you to create a serious looking logo that can only appeal to old people. Okay, but if the target audience is children, let's say between the age of 5 to 10, what you should create is a logo that is fun, less serious, playful. You get? And the font you choose also. All right, so then the age range. Okay, then why are you different? Now this is your differentiation. Like, what differentiates you? What are you bringing to the audience? What promise? Are you ready? Are you willing to keep? Then what tone do you have to have understanding? Okay, what tone do you have towards your audience? Serious or fun? What style do you prefer? Some people prefer traditional or old-fashioned logo, while some prefer modern contemporary logo and the rest. So just put up some questions together to extract some details from your clients. So having done this, now the next thing you will do is to get your feedback. Now, like, this is an example of what a client sent me, although not well detailed, but what I need, excuse me, what I need is here. Now I just need the name first, then the number 5, baking pastries food, then 4, 1865, which means it's not she's not targeting children, so I can actually create something mature, something strong and mature for her. And then packaging it, that's not, don't need that. Then I need this number 8. I need 8. I need this. Excuse me. I need this. So this is targeting everybody, every gender, all the gender. Then I need this. I need this. You need to understand this baking. Okay. All right. So now these are the things that I need to create the logo. Now, what stood out here is baking, or our baking and pastries. The food is just like, it's not really, she didn't place more importance on it. So baking and pastry, actually the same, because they use the same material for baking for pastries. You get then the fun, excitement, and enthusiasm. Now these are I call this intangible traits of the business. You get, so this is what the business want to exude: fun, excitement, enthusiasm, and this can be reflected from the whole. It might not even reflect in the logo. All right, this might reflect in the whole branding stuff, like how she carries out, how she packages her product, how she makes people feel by the way they delivers a product, and the rest. All right, but what I want to focus on is this baking and pastries. All right, so we are going to use some of the materials that are used for pastries. All right, now you can actually create them from scratch, or you can actually source them, like what I did here. I've sourced for this. Oh my excuse me. I've sourced for this, then I source for this. All right, so the reason why I source for this, because I wanted to create a simple logo. All right, from this Tea Creams Bakehouse. All right, now excuse me, what is common with most of the brands and most of these bakers is this chef cap. It's important you wear your chef cap so that your hair will not fall into what you're doing. All right, then I got this because of this house, so I want to combine the two together. Now where your creativity and the ability to use your tool comes in is here. All right, so you need to know how to combine this and this together and make it look professional. All right, another hand, you could actually create something like, you could use the wheat flour. You could use wheat flour. You can actually get it online, or you create it. So let's get it online. All right, so I've gotten it. There is it. Now in the previous videos I showed you how to convert this. Now this was how I got it. Just type wheat flour, wheat flour, vector icon. Icon. So you see a lot of options. You can pick one that you think you can work with. Now see, this is what I'm going to do. We could either convert this to vector. Now as it is now, it's actually vector, but it was created with a vector based software like CorelDRAW, Adobe Illustrator, and later converted to JPEG. All right, or you can also call it this silhouette. All right, now if you give it color, we try to change the color, it will not be possible. But to make it possible, you just need to come to where you have trace bitmap, or if you don't have it here, just come to bitmap, navigate to quick trace. But here, just come here, quick trace. All right, good. Then when you do that, there will be a duplicate. Like this is the original, which is not editable. Now this is the new one. Now, but first of all, you need to ungroup everything. So remove the background. There's a background, then remove this one too. Alright, so you could use this like this, but if you look at, you see that the edges are not really the why it's showing this is because we've not changed the view to enhanced. Alright, the edges are somehow, so we're not going to use this. So what I would suggest you do now is to create your own what's it called, your own with flower. So to do that, come here, grab your circle, hold your control down, then Control C, Control V, then hold your control down and move this way. Alright, then select everything like this, then come here and navigate to intersect. Delete this, delete this. Alright, now we are going to rotate this by 45 degrees. Alright, then Control C, Control V, then mirror vertically, then just adjust it this way. Alright, so you can actually reduce it or increase it this way, then Control C, Control V, take it down this way, then select it together. Or first of all, let's select this and group it, select this and group it. Now select everything together like this, then come to where you have your blend tool, click it, then start from the center here, then blend like this. Now if you see it's quite populated. Now to reduce the population of the steps, just come here, then reduce it until you get, I think, let's see 7. It might say I might have to increase it later, but this is the next step. Now grab your 2-point line, then drag it this way, hold your shift down to draw a straight line. Alright, now double click on this line, select this part, this pointed down arrow, then bend it inside. Let me quickly show you something. Double click on this, select this part. Now for you to know that you've done the right thing, excuse me, you see this will pop up, convert to curve will pop up, then click on it. But if it was this end you selected, nothing will be, the only thing that will be clickable that you can do here is to delete that node. We are not deleting the node. We want to bend, want to create like 2 nodes at the center here, and to do that, double click on this, then try this place. Good, we have it. Convert to curve. Alright, so now bend it like this or like so. Bend it like so. You can just try to create a curve. Now what we want to do now is we want this to adapt to this curve here, and to do that, just select this your blended object, then come here, you see new path, then just click this line here. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. I think we okay. I see. Alright, let's just do it again. Excuse me. Blend. Alright, so let's just give it 7. Let's delete everything here. Alright, so now okay, double click on it, then bend it this way. Okay, let's do it that way. Now select this, click on this new path, then put it this way. Now let's see, we have to, I feel the reason why okay, let's take it close. Okay, let's increase the step to, let's say, 10, and see if it will work this time around. Now let's reduce it a little bit. Select this. I need it to let's place it here. Let's see. No. Okay, this is what we do. Just quickly draw a straight line. All right, now we have to reduce this to 10. Let's save it first. We are going to place this here first. So after that, we now curve the line. So let's do it now. Select this, then come here, new path. Perfect. All right, now let's work on this line. Now, okay, let's select the down part. Now bend it this way. Can now bend it. All right, now the overlapping is too. Okay, let's adjust the overlapping. Okay, now I've done that. Now I want to understand something. Okay, let's go back. To create these steps, we have to create this first one and this last one here. All right, now all these things, all these ones, all these steps, they are imaginary now. Why? Because we've not converted them, we've not broken them apart, blend apart. When you break blend apart, they will turn to something like this. But as they are now, they are as it is now, they are imaginary. Like if you want to move them, you can't click them. If you click them, everything will be clicked. But you can only click this one and this one. All right, so that's by the way. Now, so we are going to double click on this. We're going to bend this now. Okay, so I did converted to curve, bend it this way. Now come here, double click on it, then rotate it a little bit, then come here, rotate it a little bit. Now to rotate, just double click on it, then you see all these shapes or these icons are scattered around. So now we may have to reduce the steps. Let's use 10. Then 10 is appropriate. Okay, now select this way. Oh my, I have to still reduce it again. Let's give it 7. Okay, 7. I think I may still have to adjust a little bit. Okay, now I think this is perfect, so we can move everything together like this. All right, so let's try and give it color. Let's see if it will work. So we can't give it color. Now let's try everything. Okay, color works. Now if you want to remove this line, just click it and press delete. No, excuse me, just click only the line and press delete. Let's check. Alright, so I think for it to work, you have to convert everything. Before you convert, create a duplicate in case you mess up. Alright, so click on this, right click on it now, right click on it until you see the blend option pop up. So right click on it now, then you see I'm looking for break bend apart. Okay, good, break bend apart. So now let's attempt to remove this line. Perfect. So we just use that line to create this bend, but you can actually leave it like that. All right, so that just it. Now we have created that. Now so let's quickly work on this. Now I'm going to you can actually create this from scratch or convert this back to vector. So let's try if it will work fine now. Okay, it's actually looking crisp and okay. All right, so let's delete this. Okay, what I'm going to do now is let me see. Okay, so let's assume this is now. I want to understand something about logo. The logo shouldn't be that too detailed. You understand? Just in something that you will just give a clue. You get? All right. Some people because they want to create a logo depicting chef cap, they make it say illustrative and all. Not necessary. Alright, so now okay, I think this is, we could have used this or this one, but let's use this one. Now I'm not going to convert this back to vector. I'm going to just create, grab my 2-point line like this, then Ctrl C, Ctrl V, then rotate it. Alright, so this way, or I could actually, let me put it here like this. Alright, and put it here like this. Now Ctrl C, Ctrl V, rotate it, and put it this way. Alright, so now I'm going to, alright, let me quickly show you something. Okay, I think no, it's okay. Alright, so we are going to double click on this, break apart here. Just double click on this place, then break apart, double click here, break apart. Now break apart just like cutting. Now click on it, then come here and click break apart, then delete this. Okay, we are still going to break apart here. Double click on this. So we are trimming, we are removing excess parts. All right, so let's break apart here too. All right, break apart. Now what the reason why single break apart did not work, because of the way it's been the way the software works. So to break it finally, just come here, then click this, is gone. Click this, is gone. Okay, this one still have to go. Okay, just come here, click this, is gone. Perfect. So we are going to bring, we may have to select the two together like this, then bend it down or take it up like this. Alright, so we are going to draw a straight line like this. No, straight line like this. Alright, so excuse me, you could start from here or there. Now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to select everything together like this and increase the stroke. Let's give it 8, let's give it 16. I think this is perfect. Now take this up a little bit. Now take this up a little bit, let it meet at the appropriate area. Alright, good. Now we have this. Now the reason why I had to increase the thickness so that it can be obviously, it can be conspicuous. So we have our logo. So you can actually create, now to make it more detailed, to add more things to it, you can actually bring this, but we have to bend it more, bend it more. All right, let's see, reduce it evenly. Oh my. All right, let's try this. Let's break apart first. Okay, let's work on this one. A duplicate, and let's see if we can reduce it. Okay, the reason why the reduction is not it's not like this, because we've broken apart. All right, so we can actually apply blending changes to it now, because we've broken it apart, like we've truncated the blend option. All right, the blend effect rather, but in this case the blend effect is still applied. All right, and this button, just click on it, you see it will still show here. But now if I reduce it now, it will be scattered. But if I come here and reduce this now, it will not be scattered, because the blending option is still what has been removed. So now I'm going to, let me bend this more before I create a duplicate. Let me bend this more. I think this is okay. So I'm going to work on this. Okay, let's rotate it this way. All right, let's rotate it this way. Sorry, this video is becoming long. I don't want to break it. Alright, so let's assume we are done with this. Now create the duplicate, then right click on it until you keep right clicking until you get break apart. Okay, break blend apart. Alright, so now we can now remove this line. So reduce it this way. You can place it here. Remove the pen outline. You can place it here like this. Ctrl C, Ctrl V, then you can drag it this way. Then mirror it like this. Alright. Now you can convert this to a badge, and what do I mean by badge? Like what I did in the Starbucks and in the redeem logo. Just create a circle like this. Alright. Excuse me. Well, this is what I'm going to do. We are going to convert this to, this is still pen outline. I'm going to convert it to shape, because if I reduce it now, if I attempt to reduce it, it will be thicker and will be distorted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select everything together like this and come to object and convert outline to object. So if I reduce it, everything will be static. Alright, so that's it. Now can you increase it like that and give it this. Alright, now you can bring it here like this. You see, now to make it fun, you have to look for the color that you think will depict, fun, excitement, and enthusiasm. But I'll advise you to use color that okay. But personally, I like using the color that I like using what's it called? This pastry color, brown, orange, and all. But you can actually use I think, okay, to know what to use, just go to Adobe Color Hunt, then type pastries. Then you see some colors. Then anyone you feel is exciting and is fun, pick it and apply it. But let me just, for the record, let me just use the color I feel like using now. Okay, I feel like using this color. I feel like excuse me. I feel like using this color. Now I'm going to select it from this. Alright, okay, now let's give this color, take it to the back, right click on it, you see order, then behind. Okay, right click on it, order, back of layer. Perfect. So we're going to select this and give this color. Alright, for better contrast. Okay, now I'm going to select everything now. Now this might just selected one because I wanted this color to appear here, and it has done so. Alright, so but I'm going to select this now, because if you observe, you see that these parts are not joined together yet. So I'm going to select this chef cap and the home icon, then word it. So everything's one now. Alright, so perfect. Now you can actually create Ctrl C, Ctrl V, then increase it. Hold your shift, increase it appropriately, then remove the fill color. Alright, now you can do it this way. Now increase the thickness of the outer layer. Now grab this, type this, excuse me. So I'm going to type the name of the brand, Tea Creams Bakehouse. I don't think, okay, let's just use capital letter B for now. If the client does not wants the written like that, just change it. Alright, the house. Alright, now we'll use, let's look for a font that is exciting and fun. I have to use Fidoka. It looks subtle and creamy, you see. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to text, then fit to parts. You see this way. Now we are going to increase this one. Increase this. Okay, before we do that, let's increase this first. Let's Ctrl Z, then click this text, fit to path, put it here. Okay, we have to see. Okay, let's work on this. Let's reduce this, then take this down. Now click on this text, then take it down. Exactly. So now you can put the slogan here. All right. Let's say I think the slogan is tasty treats always. So let's convert this. Tasty treats always. All right. So now that's that. Perfect. So we are going to use the same font, and we reduce the size. So come here, put it here. All right, now we're going to flip it to come here, flip it again. Perfect. So I think it's good. You can actually change the color. Click this, give it this color, then this is perfect. Then you can actually change now. But if you want to change the color later on, you can change it. So now what you need to do now is to clear everything, all the things you have in your workspace, and bring this to the center here. Perfect. All right, so we'll stop here for now, and in the next video we'll continue with how to create concept, from scratch.